Welcome back, grade 2 students. Welcome in your science lesson. Everyone is ready to study science? Wow, that's great. Okay, can you just tell me what we were doing in our science class, what we actually did yesterday in our science class? Yes, we learned about the growth of a seed, correct? So we were doing the topic fruits and seeds. We are doing fruits and seeds, and in that fruits and seeds topic, we were learning about seeds. So yesterday, what we did is we learned about the growth of a seed, how a seed grows, how it becomes a big plant, how it grows in a big plant, right? This was the topic which we did yesterday. Now, what we are going to do today is, as you can easily see, it's written here, parts of a seeds. We have discussed fruits, we have discussed seeds, we have discussed the growth of seeds. Now we are going to discuss parts of a seed. It is very important for you to know the different parts of a seed. Okay, now I'm going to show you a presentation, a picture, and in that picture, you can easily see the different parts of a seed. Can you see me? Okay, so there are how many parts? There are actually three main parts of a seed. Okay, so you can see this is a big seed, right? There is something which is here of green color, and this is embryo. What is this? It is embryo. It is the tiny plant. You call it a tiny plant. It starts growing inside the seed and which is called embryo, right? And then you have another part, and that is called this part is endosperm. What is this? Endosperm, right? It is the food supply. It supplies food to the seed. And then the third part, this brown part, is the seed coat because it is the outer protective covering. It protects the seed. Okay. So what are the three parts? Embryo, endosperm, and seed coat. These are basic three parts of a seed. Now, what do they do? This is another question. What are the functions of these parts? Now you can see here, this picture tells you inside of a seed, right? Now this is the first leaves. These are the first leaves which have started growing inside the seed. This is embryo. This is the seed coat, and these are the nutrients, right? Now, see, a seed is made up of three important parts: an embryo, a seed coat, and nutrients. Now, embryo grows into a whole new plant. Now, you can see embryo here. It grows into a whole new plant, right? Now, what is a seed coat? Seed coat protects the embryo until conditions are right for it to grow. Seed coat protects the embryo until it starts growing, right? So it protects it, right? And nutrients provide food for the growing embryo until the young plant is able to make its own food. Now what happens that nutrients, they give food for the embryo which is growing until the young plant is able to make its own food. Once it is able to make its own food, then it is not going to provide food, but it provides food to embryo until it starts growing and the young plant is formed, and that young plant is able to make its own food. You understood, class, right? So basically, what are the three parts of a seed? The three parts are embryo, that is the tiny plant. Then endosperm, that is the food supply, or you can say nutrients, and the seed coat. And what is the seed coat? Seed coat protects the seed covering. Okay. And so what are their functions? Actually, embryo is a seed core. Embryo grows into a whole new plant. It is a tiny plant first. You can see in the first picture. This is embryo. It's a tiny plant. And later on, it grows into a whole new plant. Right? So then the seed coat protects the embryo until the conditions are right for its growth. Right? So it protects the seed course until it starts growing. And what is nutrients? Nutrients provide food for the growing embryo until the young plant is able to make its own food. Right? So these are basically the three parts of a plant. Right? So I hope it is clear through that picture what are the three parts of a plant. Now can you name them please? This is an embryo. This is here you can say is the food supply or nutrients, or you can see that is yes, and then the last one is outer. This is the seed outer covering, or you can say the seed coat. These are the basic parts there of a seed, and you have seen the inside of the seed also in that picture, right? Now, if you look in your book, children, on page 35, you will see here a picture of a bean seed. Now, open this page and look at this picture of a bean seed. Now they have shown a bean seed and how many, and there they have illustrated, they have given all the parts. Now this, you can see these are, it's a bean seed. This is a tiny hole inside the seed, and this is the seed coat. These are the seed leaves, because a bean plant, bean seeds, they have seed leaves. So these are the seed leaf, and this is a baby plant. You see, there is a hole. This is the seed coat. This is the seed leaves, and these are the baby plant, how it is growing. Do you understand? Okay. Now I'll explain you what is written here in the book. A seed has a small hard seed coat. I have explained you. The seed coat protects the seed, as we have done. There is a tiny hole in the seed. Air and water goes through this hole. Remember I have told you yesterday, air and water goes through that hole. There is a mark on the seed. This is the point where the seed is joined to the fruit. Inside the seeds are seed leaves and a baby plant. The seed leaves has food, they have food in them. What do seed leaves have? They have food in them so that they can supply food to the seed. Do you understand now? Yes. What does the seed hole gives to the plant? It gives air and water so that the seed will grow into a plant. And the outer layer, the outer seed coat, it protects the plant until it starts growing. Right? An embryo is it's a tiny plant, and that starts growing into a big plant. Do you understand, class? Yes? Okay. Now I want you to draw this picture, which is drawn on the board over here on page number 38. You have to draw a seed and label its part. It's very easy. It's drawing and then you have to label it. So I'm going to give you 7 minutes to do this task, right? And your time starts now. Okay, time is up. Show me your drawings. Have you labeled it? Wow, very nice. Show me yours. Very good. Very nice. Good job. I am happy to see your work. That's very good. You can color this drawing later on Once the class is over, then you can do the coloring part. So I hope the seed and the parts of a seeds are very, very clear to you all. Yes, let's revise them. Now you can see this is the part of a seed. This is the embryo, right, which is the tiny plant. And these are the nutrients which gives nutrients to the plant until it starts to make its own food. And this is the seed coat which protects the plant, right? Yes or no? Do you understand? Now let's see that picture one more time so that you can remember. You can see these are the three main parts. These are three main parts of a seed: embryo, endosperm, seed coat. Right? This is embryo. Embryo is the tiny plant. Then this is the endosperm, that is the food supply or the nutrients. It gives nutrients to the seed. And this is the seed coat, that is the outer protective covering. It protects the plant, right? Now, what are actually these inside? These are, you can see the first, this is the inside part of the leaf. These are the first leaves. This is embryo. This is the seed coat, and these are the nutrients, right? So, these are the three main parts of a seed. Now, what does embryo do? Embryo grows into a whole plant. It's a tiny plant and then it grows into a whole plant. The seed coat protects the embryo until conditions are right for it to grow, right? So it protects the seed. And nutrients provide food for the growing embryo until the young plant is able to make its own food. Until then, it gives food to the seed, right? So these were the basic three parts of a seed, which you can remember because it's not very difficult. They are not difficult at all. You can easily remember them. And children, do remember to revise everything that we have done up till now in this unit, right? Like we have started from fruits and seeds, then we learned about different types of fruits, then how do the fruit feels like, right? They are soft, juicy, hard. Then we have done about seeds. What are seeds? What are the different kinds of seeds? How does a seed grow? And today we did about the parts of a seed. Do revise all these things, right? Because on Friday, as you always know, we always have a test. So I'm going to take a test of everything that we have done and that we have covered in these 3 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do you understand? Because Thursday we don't have class. So everything, revised everything. And if you have any questions, anything which you don't understand, you can ask me. Okay, class? Okay, so have a nice day. Bye bye. See you.